Hello, all you air signs. Welcome to your weekly energy update. This, of course, is for all my Geminis, my Libras, my Aquarians, no matter where it is at in your chart. We're going to be looking at the week of March 20th through March 27th. These readings are, of course, also timeless, so if you're coming across this outside that time frame, I would trust your intuition and still watch the video because I'm sure there's a message for you here. If you are watching this between that time frame, March 20th is a big day. Not only is it the beginning of Aries season, it also marks the beginning of the spring and fall equinox in the southern and northern hemispheres. So happy equinox season. I did create an Aries season video and also a couple weeks ago put out the equinox readings. Pick a cards, and I'll have those linked at the end of this video here if you want to check those out. We don't have any new moon or full moon readings happening this week, but we are coming off of the Virgo full moon that just happened on March 18th a couple days ago. So it's still kind of seeping into this week, that energy of that full moon. So I, of course, also created videos for each of the zodiac signs for that Virgo full moon. I'll also link that at the end if you want to see what energies are influencing you from that this week. But for this week, we're going to pull from these messenger oracle and just see what the creator wants all of you air signs to know about this upcoming week. All right, so for our air signs, what would you like them to know, please? All right, I actually want that one right there. And you have time to ground. You are going to be grounded. And I love the beautiful turtle there too, and we'll put that right here. And obviously it is a time, this week is a great time, especially coming after a full moon, that we probably do want to take time to ground ourselves so that we don't go ballistic. And let me just find this here, time to ground, there it is. It says we all experience moments in our lives when we feel confused, unfocused, and surrounded by chaos and turmoil. That isn't happening these days, is it? And I know you recognize sarcasm. It says these moments are often unavoidable, as are the lessons these moments can impart. But how you respond to them is a choice only you can make. Take a deep breath and a moment to pause and reconnect with Gaia and nature. Seek the silence of the void within, whilst your spirit spirals downward to anchor itself like an ancient tree root in the cleansing embrace of the earth beneath you. Yes. Definitely. So it's almost like taking time out in nature too can really help, especially with this connection to Mother Gaia. You know, it helps grounding, even walking around in your backyard without your shoes on and allowing your feet to touch the ground and just to feel that beautiful, beautiful grounding energy from Mother Earth. We're also going to see what other energies are coming in. I'm going to use the Black Tarot here, and these are going to represent messages from your shadow, which is a part of yourself, but it's the part of us that is helping us with this human experience. It's what keeps us in this game of life, and you know, it's the tour guide that takes us through this amusement park of fear. And because it's the tour guide, it knows what's going on, you know, below the surface in our subconscious, also knows what's going on behind the scenes. So these are the truths or the information that your shadow wants you to know that are coming in for this week. So for our air signs, what else would you like them to know about this upcoming week? Okay, they do want that one, and that one, and that one. So you get 3 cards here. Oh, actually, ta-da, surprise, you actually get 5. Yeah, and here you go. You have the High Priestess. So this is all about connecting to the subconscious, to the unknown. And so this definitely is this nudge from your shadow to connect to the other side of yourself. And I really feel like when it's asking you to get grounded and to spend some time away. The High Priestess, she withdraws from all the chaos of the world, like it was talking about in here. And yeah, that's how she grounds. She gets away from everything else and goes into her temple so that she can connect to the higher realms, to connect to the moon energy, because in doing that, that's when she looks behind the veil and understands all the stuff that's going on. So the energy that's pushing this desire for you to ground is coming from that, which is beautiful. Yeah, because you have the 5 of Spheres, which would be the 5 of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. And so there is this energy that's pushing you to understand your worth, because the 5s are about this perspective change. And usually with the 5 of Pentacles, you would see like 2 people that are walking out in the winter, out in the cold, and they feel abandoned. They feel, they're like, don't have any shoes on, they're barefoot, which that's okay if you're going to walk in nature barefoot, but not when you're walking in snow, which is what they're doing. And one person has a crutch, and so they just feel very abandoned and left by the outside world. But what that experience brings, the little transformation, the perspective change that happens, is that you, instead of looking for the outside world, that they when you look to them, that they're the ones that are going to bring you your sustenance, that's when you feel all that disappointment, that chaos, and the abandonment, and the fear that you're never going to have enough, where the transformation happens, because usually there's like the 5 Pentacles are in a stained glass window, which represents the spirit world, that they are the ones that truly bring you what you need in your life. You're in the caring hands of the creator of all things, who has endless resources and is not limited by anything. So you discover this transformation, this nudge that's happening, is you're realizing the outside world is just the shipping company. It's just the delivery driver. But the person that's bringing everything to you, that source of that's bringing everything to you that you need in each moment, is the creator of all things. And so I really feel like all this chaotic feeling that's coming, this is what is guiding that. Because you're looking to the outside world to define you, to supply your needs, and you're like, in this day and age, you're like, oh my God, am I ever going to have enough? And they're letting you know that when you ground this week, you understand, when you especially get out into nature and you see, nature survives, it thrives. It always has everything it's need. And I'm being reminded of a song from my early childhood years when I was in Christianity, which was a song about his eyes are on the sparrow, so I know he watches over me. And so that's kind of this calmness that comes as you see the birds and you see how there's seasons and you see that everything unfolds perfectly. So I love that energy that's coming in underneath the surface here. And you have the 9 of Wands. Wands is like our drive, our ambition, our inspiration, our passion. It's also our spiritual energy and our energy overall. And the 9, oddly enough, synchronistically enough, the 9 is the Hermit in the Major Arcana, who, a lot like the High Priestess, withdraws within themselves for that journey and that search. So this 9 of Wands is about you withdrawing in. So again, that's this energy of you getting away and grounding yourself, getting away from the chaos, and purposely focusing on raising your vibration from out of fear, that lower vibration of fear and chaos and all those emotions that are tied to fear, and instead purposely raising your vibration to one of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. And that's the frequency at which Spirit speaks. That's raising your energy to this moon energy. So there is this movement and pulling within yourself to find that energy. And so you're getting double of pulling yourself away from everything and getting out into nature, or at least getting away from chaos, getting into quietness. And it doesn't mean you have to become a hermit. It just means that you definitely are being nudged with this energy that's happening underneath, with especially all this grounding messages, to take time for you this week. Yep, because here you have the Fool, which is all about new beginnings. Really very, it's not like a small new beginning, where the World card is like an ending of a significant cycle. Significant was the word I was trying to think of. It's a significant new beginning, because something's ending and something significantly is beginning for you. The Fool card also represents your soul, which represents your higher spiritual self. And so definitely it's this very much connecting back to source, connecting to the higher realms, is really this huge message that's coming here for this groundingness too. And then your last card for this side is the Three of Spheres, which would be the Three of Pentacles. And this is this message about authenticity and being authentic to yourself, instead of seeing yourself as this really, really small little thing that's at the whim of everything. It's like, no, this is you. This is your higher self. This is the grand you. You have your little small human self that's having this human experience, but you really are the true actor behind this character is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. It's the Fool card. This is your soul before you come down. And the authenticity that comes into this is usually, it shows someone creating a great piece of work, and there's someone standing like in back of them and someone standing in front of them, and the person behind is the person that's in fear, that is, pretty much the dream buster that goes, I don't think you should do that. You're taking a big risk. You're not going to make enough money from that, or you're not going to be successful. You're not doing that right. I don't even know why you should be doing that. Blah, 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 right? And you're like, okay, you can take that negativity and you can step out. We don't want that, but it's the other person that's standing in front of us that's supporting us, that's saying, wow, I'm so proud of you. You're doing everything so well, and I can't wait to see what you do with this. You're going to be so successful. But have you ever thought of doing it this way? And so, because our human side, this little one down here, wants that appreciation and that support, it doesn't want that person to leave and go into the negative, side of the coin there, and so we're more likely to adjust and go off our authentic path to maintain their praise and their support than stay in our authentic self. And so there's this authenticity that's coming in. And I feel like, especially with this Five of Spheres and this Three of Spheres coming together, this is that chaotic feel. All that's coming in here about your worth, about the fear of, not having enough. And this one is the fear of being rejected for not doing what other people want you to do. All that chaotic noise, and they're like, here, let's step away from all that. Let's ground yourself. And this is the energies that are coming in to rattle your cage, to make you realize, okay, that's what's going on here, and I'm gonna step away to ground myself. You're also going to pull from this Sun and Moon tarot. And where these messages were from your shadow, these are going to be from your higher spiritual posse, the creator and spirit, and your guardian angels and your loved ones on the other side, your spirit guides and your ancestors. All those beings of unconditional love and light, what would they like to tell our air signs this coming week, please? Okay, they do want that one, and these two, and that one. So you get 4 for this side. Yep, and here you have the Devil card. Now the Devil card represents your shadow. And what this is telling you, Spirit is saying, trust what the shadow is telling you, because what the shadow card really is, like I said, our shadow is this beautiful piece of ourselves that is keeping us on this adventure, right? And the devil card feels, we're told, it's bad and da-da-da and all this kind of stuff. But our shadow is, like I said, it's a piece of ourself, and it plays its role very well. But it's like, I always say, it's like Dr. Evil in the Austin Powers series, if you ever saw it. Dr. Evil was the villain, and Austin Powers was the international man of mystery, the British spy. And he would always get caught by Dr. Evil, trying to stop Dr. Evil from always trying to take over the world. But Dr. Evil would have him all tied up, and he's going to, have his death that's going to happen in a very unique and odd way. And he would always spill the beans. Dr. Evil would tell him what his plot was, and he would always escape and stop him. And that's kind of what this represents is, our shadow tells us what is making us feel trapped, what is making us feel fear, making us feel of those things. It's almost like sometimes they'll show them in a cage. So in this case, they're caught in a spider web. So he's up here, our shadow, going, you're caught in that spider web, or sometimes they'll show them in a cage or in chains or whatever. And they're like, you're feeling confined and trapped because of this. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, because they're telling you this is what is happening so that you can do something about it. And that's what, this is saying. The spirit is saying, yeah, you can trust your shadow. It's telling you this, but he's telling you that information for you, and usually in a very obvious and in our face manner. So that's what's great, is it's not a subtle message. Yeah, because you have the 10 of Pentacles, and here you go. This represents the wholeness, the completeness, the fruitfulness of the outside world. So this is basically where the spheres are here, Pentacles. This is like, yes, because this is the result of listening to them. It allows you to feel that wholeness and that completeness and this fruitfulness. And definitely, the grounding, this is earth energy, and the spheres and the pentacles is the earth element too. So, there's very much, there is this message about that grounding, because now you have the Queen of Pentacles, which this would be like Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So very much reinforcing Gaia here too. So this is saying, get out into nature, get out into that peacefulness, that loving flow of the comforter, the mother nurturer, Mother Nature. I mean, that's who she is for us. She has this beautiful, beautiful unconditional love for us. And when we get away from all that chaos that was talking about, of our expectations and all the fears and all that stuff, when you get out into, like, even if it's just driving to the edge of town or going to a park, or I would say go into your own backyard, but when you go into your own backyard, you see everything that needs to get done, and then you have more, you might even feel more burdened than you did before you went out there. So I usually say, go somewhere else where you have no responsibilities, where you can just enjoy the beauty of nature somewhere. Go to someone else's backyard, right? And just enjoy that peace and that quiet and that connection, because that's this grounding is for you. Yeah, and then you have the Chariot. And I love this because it just did talk about choices in here too, which for me, the Chariot is a beautiful message about our power of choice, and that we get to choose what story we apply to any situation that comes into our lives, and we get to choose what emotion we're going to feel when we're going through that. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like a choice because it happens so fast and automatically, but it is based on, the reaction that we have now is based on our conditioning from when we were younger. We were told a popular opinion of what something is supposed to mean when it happens, and how we're supposed to feel when something happens, and it was reinforced, where it became our habit and then our reaction. But if we take a deep breath and pause, we can see and come back to a place of peace, right? Especially when we go out and get grounded, we can see that I can choose a different story around a situation. I can choose to feel differently in a situation, even if it's against the grain, right? we're like, nope, we get to choose what it means. And so I love this beautiful, peaceful, grounding message for all of you air signs for this week, because you, of course, and when I say you, I mean all of us, because I am also an air sign for my sun sign. So I know we can get into our heads about things, and our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets can just take us into chaos. And this is an important step for us to ground this week. So definitely I would heed their advice for if you want to experience some peace this week. And if you want more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign, also new moon, full moon readings, and a variety of other videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those messages and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, that gives you access to this notification bell. When you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or you subscribe to a channel, the YouTube algorithm absolutely loves those things. And when those happen, it makes it want to share those videos with other people as well. So if you feel so inspired to do any of those things, of course, I am grateful for that. These readings also are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I also offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, air signs, as you go through this wonderful, beautiful week and every second of every day of your life, please know that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure we'll be talking to you very soon, but until then, you hang in there and you take care.